You can be seated.
Case 714, December 13th, 6:37 p.m.
Cindy Jones, Philadelphia DP.
Ooh, looks like a formal investigation.
Yeah, you going to the prom?
That's great. What's this? Pull it in.
A normal life.
Take the job at the governor's office. We'll move to Harrisburg.
If we move, can we get a...
1 Lancaster Avenue. Want to get a warrant so we can take a hidden camera in there.
You a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I am a police officer.
Man, this is some entrapment bullshit.
Girls ain't been to high school doing the procedures.
Procedures?
Yeah, the abortions.
So,
Cause see, he don't even get them most days till like 7 o'clock at night or so.
you
Healthy woman goes into a clinic, comes out dead, and there's no police report? How's that happen?
A lot of assumptions, Woody. We don't know that any of that's true.
Carnamaya Monger. Okay, 41.
Pro-choice.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. What does that have to do with anything, Dan?
Because some moron pumped her full of drugs and you're just gonna ignore it?
Woody, you got your warrant.
Department of Health. She's got to be there because the clinic's going to be open when we go in.
She's coming along to ensure the well-being of any patients we might encounter. We have a warrant to search the premises.
Hey, let's get that nurse in here! Hey, just stay where you are. Hey, let's get these girls in separate rooms. Should be there in a minute.
Rest?
Not at this juncture.
Well, just, Oh, there you are. Hey.
Yeah, we got scripts on the front.
He had all these bags everywhere. He said they were medical waste. Look at that. I mean, is that normal?
Here. No person shall perform or... You got any witnesses?
I got a list of employees.
Let's go talk to...
The Demerol and the cytotec. That's the one that makes them precipitate. And if he wasn't there, he did it to all of them, even the ones that wasn't moving.
Can you just call Dee McGuire and ask if she'll see me? I mean,
I really can't, ma'am.
It's a cat. There were cats everywhere in the whole place.
The guy must not think he did anything wrong. But he was moving the files and he was...
All right.
Wait!
Of course. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to...
He's got real estate all over the place.
It's not all he's got.
Need to do that. It's the cellar. I'm almost ashamed to let you go down.
It's disgusting. Yes, please. ADA Alexis McGuire. You have my number? To ensure fetal demise.
I've never heard of that. Is this the Gosnel case?
you've said that you're pro-choice. Why are you pursuing this case?
Young lady.
Sorry, I don't speak about ongoing investigations.
We're probably delivered alive.
Gosnel and this psychologist, they bust in. They put it inside the woman and the blades rolled open. He hid out in the Bahamas for a while. Came back here, opened another clinic. A number of untrained staff who saw Gosnel snip the spinal cords of babies after.
And shocking, but it's a lesser charge. Abuse of corpse. It's not murder. What about?
Took babies that he medically induced to be born alive and.
Yeah.
Your Honor, we believe there is sufficient evidence to prove.
In this state, you've got a lot of conservative folk who'd like.
They did things in an inner city clinic.
I was referring.
He slapped my leg real hard.
Do you remember exactly?
He said, we burn him. So I told him I changed my mind. He got really mad at me.
In that case, let me ask you some questions at the prosecution.
A martyr, really. They said that he performed late abortions, too. To not have her life changed forever by a baby. It states that the measure of viability is up to the physician.
For physicians to preserve a small sample, but not a whole foot.
You see, these are some enemies of abortion erected them to create barriers between women.
1993. And then when the FBI raided the place. His office not to inspect abortion clinics.
Why?
It would hamper women from exercising their reproductive. A possibility. You have anything else you'd like to say before this indictment is handed down? How to deal with these vulnerable creatures.
Major hot button issue. That makes him big news.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Take a breath, stay calm, say the case will be tried in court and
Hello, counselor.
But what happened to those babies after they were born alive?
Of this man successfully treating his patients and giving them the services they requested. An overly zealous Catholic investigator in a police department dominates.
Woody, hey, calm down, all right? Hey, keep your mouth quiet, all right? That outburst.
But I'm doing my very best by them. I provide.
Do you reuse instruments on different patients that haven't been sterilized?
No.
No further questions.
And then you evacuate the fetus. You remove it from the womb.
Yes.
You may publish.
Now, grab a hold of an arm or a leg or whatever, and you... Isn't it true that sometimes in order to get the suction machine into the fetus, you have to use... Your Honor, she's a medical expert. I'd like to have her opinion.
Overruled.
You'd let it die.
Doctor! Take these.
So she calms down. I'll be there presently. Thrilled that we kept this card up to date.
I think maybe 1.5 hours. We had refuge food stamp running out, and my mother saying, yes.
And what did they say? Do you remember this section? One moment I feel confident that I did everything. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Motion by the defense to dismiss charges regarding to baby B, baby F, and baby G.
After the damage caused by the broken pipe. Exhibit 6.
The jury will notice there's an increased media presence in the room today.
That you can recall that were moving or breathing.
Lydia had called me over and told me.
And you were there when the baby breathed and moved its arm?
Yes, I was.
Did you ever see Gosnel begin to deteriorate?
It was never personal.
Did you say in your grand jury testimony courtroom today?
Mr. Cohan! Mr. Cohan, I warn you.
My mom said I'm not supposed to talk to you. You're trying to put us all in jail.
No, Betty.
Do you remember a specific baby that he did this to?
Yes.
Well, this baby is big enough to walk me to the bus stop.
He put the tray back on the shelf with the other ones.
The other one? Did you ever take a picture inside Dr. Gosnell's clinic?
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
I just have one last question for you.
The Commonwealth wants you to look at a hole in a dirty chair and say that this fine man, who has served his community for 30 years, providing service...
Kermit Gosnell snipped the spine of this baby. This case is about Karnamaya Mongar. This case is about that baby.
A verdict.
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
To the charge of criminal... To the charge of first-degree murder, baby D, how...
This was a case about a doctor...
What did I tell you? This is not a case about a boy.
Why did you help?
I didn't help. I'm a reporter. I'm just interested in the truth.
Of course, Ms. Brown from the grand jury.
I have somebody I'd like you...
That could go. We are the innocents. Do you wonder where do the good, the righteous, unimpeachable?